Good. All right. Well, speaking of, it took a while. We were out there for a solid 15 minutes, but we're back. We're back with some beautiful StarCraft, and this is what I was waiting for.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
This is everything you wanted?
It is.
Is this red Zerg player gonna give it to you on Jagannatha? You know? Playing for the bad? TheZergLord.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Peruvian Terran. He is orange, representing Team New Angels. It is Kaozfate. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. It's been a while since we've cast these guys, you know? We missed out on ESL Americas last week, and you weren't here for Sentimiento Latino. You were here for Battle of the Americas, but it's been a while since the two of us have had some nice Latin American action. You know?
Oh boy.
So how do you think the series is gonna go? Or
mass mutas against Thors.
look, this isn't Neo, okay? Like, Kaozfate wouldn't do that to us, right?
I'm not saying that he's not gonna. I'm not saying he's playing mech. I'm just saying there's gonna be a lot of Thors, and when there's a lot of Thors, there's gonna be a lot of mutas, and when there's a lot of mutas against Thors, yeah. Yeah.
Fair. Oh boy. So for those who are tuning in who maybe don't tune in for the broadcast over the weekend, Kaozfate, you know, he is a very solid Terran player in Latino America. He's you know, dubbed Baby Beyond himself, Latin American Beyond, if you will. And he does really well with his bio play. Recently he 2-0 Jim Rising in Sentimiento Latino. But he has struggled against certain types of Zerg players. Recently, he struggled against Eric. Kaozfate, very often he goes to like these early like Hellbat timings to like get ahead in the beginning of the game and then move on forward. But against someone like Eric, who just blindly goes into roaches, like Kaozfate can kind of fall apart. But this is not Eric. Unless. What?
What?
We'll see. The TheZergLord doesn't typically go for something like roaches, but it's definitely possible that he just whips it out suddenly. Takes after his countrymen.
That's a second commit center.
Oh my!
That's a fast third. I like it.
I like. Yo, yeah, let's go. None of this armory shenanigans, none of this Hellbat nonsense. Let's go faster TC before starport.
I wonder if TheZergLord will catch on. If he does anything because of it.
So I know you're not as active as you used to be, Milk, but like, if you were, let's say you were laddering, you know, nowadays, is this something that you would go for?
Oh hell no. That's too risky. That's way too risky. You kidding me? NA ladder? Fast 3cc? No way, dude. You die.
It's crazy. I mean, it delays a lot, right? It delays your starport. It delays your Hellion production as well. As we see, only 2 Hellions are out here for Chaos. Well, meanwhile, the Link actually gets in. Wow.
Oh. That is big unfort. So, what's the follow-up? Guess there's no follow-up. Looks like the TheZergLord just gonna drone away. It's like, okay, you can have your 3rd CC. I am just gonna drone my life away because you're not gonna have any kind of early aggression. I mean, sure, Hellions are nice and all, but you know, he's gonna be more defensive. Oh god, and there's Banelingness.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, because he saw that there was no early aggression from Kaozfate, like he can kind of drone up, he can tech up. pointing out that Baneling Nest is really important because we still don't see like Evo chambers, which is what I would have assumed would be on the way for the ZergLord. Actually skipping Evo chambers for now and going for a faster lair.
That's a wall.
That's a wall.
That's like the first like solid wall we've ever seen in any. Let's be real here.
Look, it can be hard to wall sometimes, you know. It's some of the maps are weird like that. Oh god. But yes, it was a wall. Meanwhile, like I imagine the ZergLord. You were talking about mutas before. I imagine he wants to go straight into a Spire. We'll see. Maybe he prioritizes
gases.
Oh yeah, he's got all the gases. Let's go.
Let's go. All the mutas. Liberator coming across for some harassment. It's cute. Oh, good reaction.
Immediately.
Back beast.
At the same time, Hellions try to poke in, but the Queens are in position, and ooh, interesting. We don't see a Spire quite yet. Instead, Baneling Nest has started, and so have the double Evos.
If he doesn't make mutas, I'm gonna be surprised.
There we go.
Just kidding.
I'm surprised he delayed it. I thought he was going to prioritize it a little bit more, but we saw he wanted to be a little bit safer. Again, if you get caught out without baneling speed and a push comes across the map, you just dead, mate. It's terrifying.
Well, it looks like both players are just, winding up for the mid game. A lot of production buildings went down for Yerald. He's using these Hellions to, try to deny some creep, take back some map vision for himself, and ZergLord just, teching away, missing those Hellions. Oh, kite, good kite.
Yeah, honestly,
looks like Yerald does see the expansion as well, and bye Hellions. See you later.
It will go down. Honestly, he traded pretty well with them. Like, there was a lot of nice kiting there. He shaved off a lot of the Lings and a lot of the Banelings. But as you said, he does end up losing them in the end. And now, my god, we see a massive wave of Banelings here for the ZergLord. Massive wave of Lings and Banes on the way. And yo, Kaozfate is actually pushing out.
Where are the medevacs?
Where are the medevacs?
2 are being made right now, but I don't see any others. So does he have just 2 medevacs? Okay, cool.
Yep.
He's got Stim and combat shields, he's doing fine. You're doing great, honey.
Let's go, Viking. Let's go. He lands it. He's pushing on forward into creep, but like there's just so much Ling Bane here. Okay, he does already pre-siege his tanks.
I like the setup, getting the high ground with the siege tanks, having the Marines a bit forward, but it's a good concave for the ZergLord. Has the Lings out in the flank and being able to deny reinforcements. But here comes the push. I don't like that the Banelings are in front. They just literally ran past the tanks. But, he does what he does and cleans up the push, making Yerald run away.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best engagement for Kaozfate, right? He barely lost any Marines there, which was great, but he did end up losing all of his tanks. To be fair, he traded efficiently. Like, there are barely any Banelings left. Like, Banelings are forced to be morphed in. So maybe Kaozfate can start to snowball from here.
Maybe he doesn't have the siege tank numbers, which is unfortunate. Only got 1, and more coming in through the reinforcements. Pretty decent spread here. Trying to establish his path to the 4th so he can be able to take it down. Let's get a few free drones, which is unfortunate. Bane's coming in, trying to clean up wherever they can. It's just a game of space right now. Who can have more space to be able to reach this 4th with them?
Exactly. Kaozfate, he has to make sure he doesn't bunch up his Marines. He has to make sure he is pre-split. Now there are 2 tanks, and he is slowly pushing forward. But as time goes on, it does allow the ZergLord to get another wave of Lings. Oh, actually, the ZergLord is supply blocked. 7 Overlords are on the way.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. This is the worst moment to be supply blocked, but he's getting ready for a surround.
Yeah. Kaozfate, he's giving ZergLord a lot of time right now. A lot more Banelings are being made. He's spreading out his units to be able to just collapse in on him right from all different angles. And it looks like, here we go. Zerglings and Banelings are rolling in. The Banelings coming in from the flank as well. The tanks do get cleaned up. Majority of the Marines do get cleaned up, have to be put into the medevacs. And right while this is happening, a drop in ZergLord's main. See what kind of damage you can do. Not a lot of tech buildings here, just a layer, and the zones got evacuated immediately, so I don't think anything is going to really happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as you were saying, there's not a lot of damage to be dealt here, especially because the ZergLord already pulled away his drones. Meanwhile, another drop here to the bottom right-hand corner of the map. I mean, this drop could deal some damage. He does get the queen, could get a couple of these drones, but 7 drones, is that going to be worth the entire drop? We'll see if he gets a hatchery. No.
Nah. Didn't right click. Okay. But dang.
Yo,
Gerald knows about this.
Yeah, if they stim, he's getting it, yo. He's actually out.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, good cancel.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it looks like the Thors are here, like.
Yo, here we go. We got one Thor as the backbone of this army. The Marines are pushing on forward into the 4th base. Not a lot of mining here. Let's have a look at the Ling Bane. Honestly, there's barely any left for the ZergLord. He just kind of missed a production cycle there. Oh, here we go.
Did he miss a production cycle, or did he just use his production cycle just to make mutas? Let's be honest.
It's true. There are a lot of mutas here, and he just hasn't found much value with them. Like, you need that Ling Bane to clear up the ground army. As we've seen, it's been so integral to him winning these fights.
Ooh, there's a lot of mines in the back as well. 2 Thors here as well. This anti-air army is a bit beefy, if I say so myself.
Oh yeah, it'd be thick, mate.
It's thick. Chocolate pudding thick.
Oh god. And the base does go down. This base to the left hand side is under threat. There's a lot of Ling Bane though. Again, the ZergLord has been on point, just trying to max out as soon as possible, and hasn't really gone for any engagement quite yet. 20 more Lings are on the way. All
right. So it looks like ZergLord is just gonna he gave up 2 hatcheries already. He's just expanding on the left side. The Kaozfate is pushing forward a bit more. He is right outside the natural of the ZergLord. And ZergLord, little worries, making a lot of Banelings. He's got a lot of Banelings still, but I'm worried about his Zergling numbers. And he's just bleeding in units into the Terran army.
Look at that pre-split, mate. Look at him go. Oh my god. The Ling Bane is coming in, but he's running into some of the Widow mines. Is it going to be enough? He's breaking through.
Yeah, but Thors.
Oh boy, the Thors still stand strong, and the Ling Bane traded with the Marines, but it wasn't enough to clean everything up. Yo, that is a lot of medevacs.
Bro, he lost so many mutas in that fight. He's only got like what 4 left. He had like 15 or something like that.
Yeah. If you look at units lost, he lost 14 mutas already. He only has 4 remaining. And again, it's really important to point out that he lost 2 hatcheries in the process of all of that. Oh my god. Ugh.
There's still little mines there.
Yeah, there's still a massive minefield. The ZergLord is running out of money. As we can see, he doesn't have a bank. He's struggling to take another base here on the right-hand side. But the problem is not just the fact that like he's running out of money, but also the creep spread. It's almost non-existent here.
Yeah, it's just barely covering the bases he does have. So Kaozfate is able to just walk around freely. He can just take like the whole left side of the expansion if he wanted to, honestly. Well, here he comes, setting up, ready to attack the new hatcheries. Zerglings rolling in, mines hitting pretty good. The Thors shooting at the mutas. A few of them do get shot down pretty well. And all right, ZergLord defending this pretty well, making Kaozfate having to run away. He's trying to push the momentum, but yeah. Don't retreat. You don't have the army for that, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got 1 Baneling. The manual detonation. Ay. Instead of morphing Banelings, he detonated the Banelings, and now the army is pushing in. There are no Banelings ready for this, but they are going to be ready shortly. Meanwhile, the mutants are diving in, but there is a planetary and missile stars to deal with them.
Why do people still have manual detonation on?
I know, I unbound that, mate.
Oh, I know when you unbounded that.
Yeah, you know. Meanwhile, the Ling Bane is pushing on in, and is it going to be enough? Yo, there's not enough, that's it.
GG. Well done.
GG, well played. Kaozfate takes game number 1.
Is someone shaking like maracas in the background of your?
Yo, if you don't have maraca shaking in your household, like I don't know what the hell is up with you, mate.
So someone is shaking maracas in the background of your house?
Oh god.
Are those maracas? It sounds like they're like shaking like a container that has like sticks in it or something.
This is the musical my people.
Maracas?
Maracas. But we are getting ready for game number 2.
Let's go. No, dude, I told you. Just needs doors and you beat TvZ.
Not just that, but like at a certain point, there was just constant aggression from Kaozfate, right? Where it was just non-stop, whether it's on the right-hand side of the map, on the left hand, there are a couple of drops or like these big pushes through the center of the map, and it was just too much for the ZergLord. The ZergLord, he was just barely holding on with his reinforcements. Not just that, but also his creep spread. Like it at a certain point, it just completely stopped. He had no queens left over to continue that.
Apparently my game just decided that the new season is out and it gave me the new season cut screen. I'm so confused.
Interesting. Oh boy.
Weird. Okay. Sure. I like how Haas beat a Honda Civic. That's so funny to me.
I love it. All right, here we go.
Patos listo.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Look at you learning your Spanish.
What is TZL?
TheZergLord. God.
Oh. That makes a lot of sense.
God damn it.
Listen, I'm not that lazy. I could type pretty fast, right? So like I would have typed out TheZergLord, but you know, TZL makes sense.
Yeah. TZL.
And the left, our orange Terran player playing for New Angels. New Angels? New Angels. It is Kaozfate.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Pillars of Gold ALE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is red, representing Team The Bad. It is TheZergLord. Oh boy. All right.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
After a game like game 1, if you're the ZergLord, what do you do? What do you do here?
Stop massing mutas.
Instead of mutas, what would you want? Would you want him to like adopt the Eric style of like lurkers? Is that what you want?
No, I don't mind mutas, but just stop massing mutas and stop throwing them into doors.
Oh god. Yeah. It's one of those things where mutas are okay to clean up, like some air units or to harass, but we didn't see any of that from the ZergLord, right? Like we didn't see I don't think he ever got to go across the map at all that game.
Yeah.
Other than like
okay, if I had to say some like mechanical thing that I want him to do, like keep that creep spread going. You know, I think the most successful Zerg players have their creep spread constantly moving towards their opponent at all times. And that last game, like his creep spread just like barely went past his outer bases.
Yeah.
and that allows Kaozfate to just push up to that edge, and that edge is like on the TheZergLord's half of the map. There's so much room for Kaozfate to just like walk through.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if the TheZergLord can adapt fast enough, or maybe adopt a style where you don't really need that much creep spread. Maybe we see more of an all-in, or we see like some Nidus play or something like that. We shall see as things slowly get underway, and Kaozfate this time opting not to go for the faster third CC, getting a second gas. Yo, are we gonna see an armory?
Yo, we're gonna see banshees.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
I'm feeling the Hellbat push. We'll see. All right. So far, 1-1-1. Get out them Hellions.
Okay. Or maybe a battle cruiser.
Yeah, okay. You're like, look, I'm just nervous. Okay, I'm gonna get a needle soon.
I'm nervous, man. I'm scared. I'm scared of the battle cruiser.
God. There we go. We got a tech lab on the way. We're gonna see the switch. We should. Maybe. We'll see.
Is it a banshee? He's got money.
He's going for the switch. There's no fusion core.
It's a banshee.
Oh, it's a raven.
Oh, Viking.
Okay. A Viking 4 now.
If it was a banshee with cloak, you should have started cloak when the Viking got started.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe it is a raven.
What? I'm trying to figure this out here. Is he trying to sack out his opponent? Is he actually going to go for a fusion core after this?
Well, he's gonna kill the Overlord. So there's not gonna be any scouting. There is a Liberator coming out. I guess.
Like to the TheZergLord, now that he's scouted, this did look like fusion core, like a BC opening, right? Like he saw something being built. He saw that there was no research on the tech lab. So maybe it's a bit of a mind game.
Maybe he's forcing 3 spore crawlers to go down as well. So. Yeah. It could be, It's a good mind game, if I have to say then.
Definitely.
I was gonna say if TheZergLord was more committed to the battlecruiser defense, I think more queens would be popping out as well. But he stopped queen production, and he's just saturating his economy for now. Is that a second Liberator?
That is. It's a second lib. First one is about to head towards the main base. So far, the Hellions are keeping all of the queens busy, so they won't be there to defend, but there is a spore in the main. He just has to reposition. Oh.
Couple drones, but getting the creep is the more important part, in my opinion. Liberator is sneaking on by. Doesn't quite see it until just now, and setup. There's no setup.
There we go.
Oh, there's the setup.
Beautiful.
Pretty good reaction from the TheZergLord. The Hellions, they try to run through, but decide not to. And we'll get cleaned up. Well, four drones.
Oh, but this... Well, actually, this is the same lib. The same lib does reposition into natural. This time, the pull away is not fast enough. 3 drones go down.
Another lib at the third as well. Just gets pulled. The drones do just get pulled, and yo, lib harass, so good.
Oh my god, is this early Legacy of the Void again? Like this. I remember defending against this, and this was incredibly annoying as the Liberator actually survives for now. But the queens.
What the hell was that? It just... Did it blow up on your screen?
Yeah, it blew up on my screen.
On my screen, it disappeared. Like, it just vanished. There was no explosion. Just poof.
Do you have low graphics settings on? Do you have...
No, I have medium.
Okay, weird. Odd. But finally, all the harass does get dealt with, and as all that was happening, Kaozfate, he was able to expand, take his third base, get a wall up and running, work on his engineering base. 1-1 is about to finish up, and once it does, there we go. Kaozfate, he is pushing out.
All right, heading for that fourth base. The creep is still just barely extending, you know, outside of the fourth. So TheZergLord's not gonna have any idea that there's a push coming until the very last second. This is what I'm talking about, like if he had just slightly better creep, like he could see this coming in from like a mile away and be even more prepared, right? Have a better position, even maybe push forward, you know, to like stop the push, like, you know, even shorter. But now with like how he's positioned, his hatchery is already under threat. You know, he can split. He has so much open room to split and run back to siege tanks. Mutas are out, but I don't think they're going to be as much help.
Oh god, and the target fire was on point as well by Kaozfate. He didn't lose any Marines. He targeted down some Banelings and forced the TheZergLord back, forcing the TheZergLord to use some transfuses on this hatchery just to barely keep it alive. And I mean, thankfully he did deal with the tanks, so it does stop the push, but it doesn't stop the drop.
Yup, drop into the main. Yo, what's up? These Marines ready to go. Zergons have to run so far just to be able to help stop this. But, oh, good surround. Muta's taking... Okay, just kidding. They barely take out one medevac, but hey, what's up? Second round is here, and I don't think TheZergLord.
That honestly, that was beautifully timed. Like, that medevac was dead if it wasn't for the reinforcements. The reinforcements, they arrived just barely in time. The splits are good enough. There's only one Baneling remaining. It gets focused down, and now there's nothing to stop the Marines from just pushing on forward and taking out this hatchery.
That target fire on that Baneling was so hot. Oh my goodness.
Oh my, and mate, he even pushes on forward, takes out 2, 3, 4 mutas. Oh my god, no, stop, TheZergLord, please. The mutas.
Oh, I think this is it. Like, this is just Marines now. Marines against TheZergLords. That's Man with Gun is pretty good. I heard GG is called. Wow, that was clean.
That was yo, feels bad, man, for those mutas. Like, oh god, slowly they were trickling in one at a time, just being focused down. And as you said, with no Banelings, with just pure Lings, like, you do not want to go up against Marines.
That was so clean. That was like the man used some bleach to clean that game. All right, it was that clean. Like, I can lick my food off of how clean that game was. Disgusting. It was so clean that it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, just wow. It was very impressive. GG, well played. Kaozfate takes down the TheZergLord, moves on to the next round, and Kaozfate will be ready and waiting for the winner of 4GG versus Eric.